first sizzling topic is Beyonce. She told us we better call Becky with the good hair, but I think she better call Tyrone because neo-soul legend Erykah Badu is not too happy with Queen Bee, allegedly. Now, both women are on tour, but Badu is giving a big badon't over a hat that Beyonce wore. Under Beyonce's pic on Instagram, she wrote, "I'm flattered." You see, Badu rocked a very similar silver over-the-top hat at her live show. She even posted a picture of Bee on her IG stories and wrote, I guess I'm everybody's stylist. Now, most say Badu was being petty and reaching. Others insist maybe she didn't mean it as shady as it came off. But a lot say neither woman can imply the other copied a look that they did not originate. I thought Willy Wonka did it first, but that's just me. When it comes to Badu's comments, though, do we like it or not?
Man. Well, I'll tell you what, if everybody else is going to hesitate, I'm just going to come right on out and say that I do not like it. I do love the aloe vera in this drink. This is quite lovely. But
we agree.
I do not like these comments at all. I mean, for Erykah Badu, she is a legend. She's been doing this for so long. She did this before. She set the stage for us. So you don't come out and come at somebody like this. It just makes you look bad at the end of the day.
It makes you look petty. Marissa and I were talking about this, and I said, you're everyone's friend until you get in their way. And I think sometimes people...
Hit me again. That's all my Erin is on it, doggone, and she's not playing.
Go on vacation and come back with mic drops right away.
Very well rested. But it's true. Like when you're shining bright and you see other people surrounding you with talent, sometimes resentment builds. But I think Erykah Badu is way too talented in her own lane to care what Beyonce's up to.
I agree. I don't like it one bit. It's a big old not for me. And I just think, too, she just wants some credit for something that she's done. She's been rocking big hats like this for years. But Beyonce did, too, on her Formation tour. And I want to say that was 7 years ago. So, I mean, what do you like it or not, Badu's comments?
I think it's better not to say anything. Stay cool.
That way you can't take it one way or another. It's not there to break down. All right, sticking with a social media debate. Can't wait to see what you all think about this one. Do things matter more to you when you can brag about them on social media? Check this out.
I've been under the pressure thinking, man, I need a bit more gestures, you know, so I can show people that I'm getting gestures.
I didn't know that.
I felt that in my head, and I realized that is a very toxic thought because actually I'm getting so many gestures all the time in life that no one's ever going to see.
That's Patricia Brights on the Break podcast. She admitted to her husband that she finds herself appreciating what he does more for her if she can post it on social media. It gives her a sense of validation, and she wants other people to know what he's doing. But she went on to say that he takes care of their child, he fixes cars, he does so many things, and she shouldn't focus on how much people know or validate. So caring more about things that you can actually post and get reaction to, like it or not.
I want to go last because I have a right.
I think it's loaded. I think it would be unfair to judge her because I think she's voicing a concern with the societal pressures of social media to always outdo someone, show off what you have, and be perfect all the time. Couples goals all the time. That Ken and Barbie syndrome, right, that we talked about last week on the show. So I think it's brave of her to be honest, but I also think it highlights how silly it is because if you're happy in your own home, who cares what anyone thinks on social media?
And that's why some people are happier in their homes because it's not on social media. You got to keep people out of your business. What do you think, like it or not?
I think I like it. I think there's a balance with sharing on social media. I like sharing half of things and the other half keeping private and to myself, and I think that's a nice balance.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
Agreed.
I think that it depends on the person, right? Like there are some individuals whose social media really doesn't do it for them. My wife does her best to stay off of social media as much as possible. For me, it is a part of what it is that we do. There is a validation of it. You know, social media is not all bad in everything that it does. It shows what it is that we're bringing to the stage. So I really think that this matters in terms of what's important to the person if it's healthy. If it's healthy.
That's true. If it's healthy. And I think when you have to depend on social media for the joy, gratitude, validation, that's where the problem lies.
And you know, Marissa, comparison is a thief of joy. So if you just focus on your own page and not somebody else's,
what's really
in this? Aaron, you've been drinking
that Aaron or whatever she got on vacation. Yes.
A good night's sleep will do wonders for someone's soul.
I hope you post that on social media. That was
a true mic drop. Last but certainly not least, our sizzling topic, Ricardo. Hey. Yes, you are. We are so happy for you. glad to officially call you family as our newest sports anchor reporter. You've been posting on social media. Woo, woo. How much this opportunity at Fox 5 means to you, even adding this little throwback.
Yeah, man. We threw up the teenage chat, Ricardo.
You know what struck me the most out of your post is that you talked about how you've been trying to break into local TV for years, a decade, and eventually you said, you know what, I'm just going to go to games with my own equipment and do it, and then that opportunity showed up.
100%.
Elaborate on that. That's a whole word.
Well, listen, I tell you what, I'll tell you this in as short as possible. It is the truth, you know, for a while, once I graduated from college, with a degree in media, I got into entertainment, and when I hit a certain age, I understood that if it was now or never, no one would call me back. I applied to every open job in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Nobody called me back. I had a good friend, the Silversteins, who said, Chad, if no one will put you on air, put yourself on air. I went to Facebook Live and began to build a bit of a brand, and from there, one connection led to another, and it led to this, which is the happiest place in the world, at least for me. I feel like home here at
Don't
Fox
make me cry.
5.
These lashes got to last for about 50 more minutes.
We might play some different Beyonce, but I'm so excited to be here, for the community, to serve as an example and to showcase all of the athletes in the DMV.
But what I love too, Chad, is that you led with your passion first, not the position, not the fame, and once you have that, that's what's lasting. And so some of these same stars who were this big when you interviewed them are now professional or about to go professional, and you're getting exclusives because of the work you did then.
Yeah, it truly has been a blessing. The DMV community has kind of grown up with me and with with my career. I started covering at the youth level. So Caleb Williams, who won the Heisman Trophy, I've been covering him since he was in elementary school and middle school. Blake Corum, #1 running back in the nation, been covering him since middle school, and the list goes on and on and on. And so I don't just look at these guys like athletes. These are human beings. These are young men and young ladies that I care deeply about, and it's an honor.
We're so excited to see you shine. I'm stepping on all the names you just dropped in the meantime. Cheers to Chad.
Cheers to Chad.
Time now.